1-888-825-5254 is the way to join us. And, as you're calling in, you're first greeted by awesome Andrew Babinski in the Kim Komando show, Man Cave.
Hello, Kim.
Look at all that sports stuff behind you.
Yeah, I know. It's all Cardinal stuff, the way it should be. It should be in every television studio. There should be one piece of sports memorabilia. That's the Cardinals.
Okay, I'm feeling it.
We're going to talk to Mark in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma first.
Okay.
Mark has decided to leave the retail industry and be his own boss and become a home inspector.
Wow.
So he built a website for his business, and the problem is the website isn't getting any attention.
See, that's always the issue.
What I did, just to see if he's right,
Okay.
is I Google searched I just Google searched home inspections, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Okay.
17 pages of results came up. He wasn't on any of them.
No.
There was, on page 12, a story about the best home inspectors in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which I don't think is going to help him at all. But he's right. He's not showing up in the internet searches.
17 pages?
Yeah, and he's not even on any of those.
It's like 85% of people never go past page 1.
How many people don't even scroll? Like you Google search it and you got 4 things that are above the scroll line and you just get it off of that.
Okay, let me ask you a question because I do this. So let's say you search for something and the first response or the first result is a paid advertisement for the company that you're looking for.
Sure.
Okay, but then after the paid, after the paid ads, you have the company. Do you click on the paid ad or the company's name?
It all depends on the company because I know if I click on the if I like the company, then I'll scroll down because then I won't have to pay for it. If I don't like the company, I will click on the paid ad because then they have to pay for the click.
Oh, see, I always scroll down.
So they don't have to pay for it?
Yeah.
I get my revenge through my Google searches.
So, Mark, we need to help you to get at least a page 1.5.
I agree, and I'm glad you feel my pain.
It's awful. All right.
Yes, it is.
All right. So when did you start this?
Well, I've been home inspecting for about 2 years now, and the website I've had developed for a little less than a year now.
Okay.
And, I'm able to go onto the website and do some basic maintenance and things like that. I'm not smart enough to build a website, but the point that I'm at, I love the website, but to make this business work, I really feel like I've got to have this thing show up on
a
web search.
And you need customers.
Exactly.
I mean, and that's just the bottom line there. But, the good news is that we are in the midst of a a country housing shortage. Mm-hmm. And what that means is that experts are predicting that we're going to have more turnover in homes. And it's primarily what I've heard is primarily because millennials who are living in apartments are now having kids and now they're looking for those starter homes.
Mm-hmm. Well, the market is very busy here in the Tulsa metro area right now.
Well, this is great. All right, let's talk a little bit about your site. When you start talking about getting into at the top of the Google search results, it's called search engine optimization, all right? Or it's called SEO. And Google does not release their algorithms, but we do have some ideas about how they work and how people get to the top and how people like you never even get listed. So like, for example, on your homepage, you need to have certain tabs that are either at the top or at the bottom. And those tabs are in those areas are like about us, contact us, terms and conditions. And so you have to start looking at your website to make sure it has those basic elements because the algorithms assume that if you don't have an about, a terms and conditions, how to contact us, our mailing address, things like that, then you're probably not a legitimate site. We're not going to make you appear at the top of the results. Also tied into search engine optimization is how often does the content on the site change. If it's all one big picture, that doesn't help you very much. You have to have what's called keywords, meta tags. Those are built into, say, behind the scenes. And so your meta tag would be Tulsa, Broken Arrow, home inspection, first-class services, whatever you want to, other words. You might want to look at your competitors to see what meta tags that they have.
Okay.
It's not difficult to look at another site's meta tags. You just have to view the source code of that other website, and then they'll appear right there at the top.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
everything that I just said, there's a free download that can actually help you out.
All right.
It doesn't replace common sense, and it doesn't replace other things I'm going to tell you, but it will at least give you somewhat of a start. Okay.
All right.
And it's called the Rapid SEO Tool. And I'll put a link to that over at komando.com. And this Rapid SEO Tool, it will analyze the code and then start giving you ideas on how your site is ranked and some ways that maybe you could get it up there.
All right.
And it's very interesting. I mean, you could also, as you start getting into this, there's like another website called Quantcast. And with Quantcast, you can type in your competitor's website and see what kind of traffic they're getting.
Oh, cool.
It's actually quite fascinating. And Alexa is another tool that also does that. All right, so you have the meta tags and you've got the right tree and you've got the about section, all the other good stuff. Is that now you have to start having content? Are you doing any type of email marketing?
I am not. And it's funny you mentioned those things, the tabs and keywords and things like that. I have those things in my website, and I have the cities that I serve, hoping that those would be some type of keyword that would help as well.
The other thing that you do is Google actually has a page itself where you can put in your web address and it will give you some recommendations too. Because I'm hoping that you don't have something at the top that actually will tell Google not to index your site.
Okay.
Because how Google indexes work is by these, obviously, I mean, you think about it, so these little robots that go out. Sometimes when websites are developed during the development process, is that whoever puts it together will put the command up at the top that says, Google, don't search this site.
Okay.
And unless somebody takes that out, Google still won't search that site.
Wow. Okay.
And so it's a robots.txt file. And so look at your code, see if there's anything like that at the top. But I'm going to give you the link on where Google will analyze your site itself. Now,
Great.
let's say you do all this and nothing works.
Okay.
That's where you want to look at something like Google AdWords. And because what you can do at this point is that if somebody types in Tulsa Broken Arrow Home Inspector and you're there at the top, you only pay, Mark, if somebody clicks the ad.
Okay.
And you bid on that. And so Google will come back and say, all right, we want 35 cents every time somebody clicks that ad. And you're like, you know what? That's not worth 35 cents to me. It's worth 25 cents. And so it could be during slow traffic times that you actually get that click for 25 cents or 20 cents versus the 35 cents that Google actually wanted you to pay. I have tons of tips in our small business section over at Komando.com, one of which are 10 secrets to boost your SEO rating. I'll put links for all of that free for the taking at Komando.com in that show picks button.